Hi. Just watched the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2. This is the episode Shado. Well, where do I start? As you can see, I've got a miniature Agent Coulson here. I've got my S.H.I.E.L.D. wallet and box there. And my little Pop Funko Pop Coulson figure. And we've all just sat and watched the latest episode of the new series. Well, quite a build-up after last season, and I've got to admit I've been thoroughly impressed. They've seemed to sort of speed it into the first episodes, you know, a lot of threads still going on, you know, because I found with the first season there were a big chunk of it were a bit slow. But this time round, it started on a real bang, so I'm quite impressed. And Coulson being the new director of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is now a hidden underground organisation, Hydra on the loose, you know, and poor Major Glenn Talbot, he's normally, well, he should be fighting the Hulk really with his obsession, but obviously they manoeuvred the character in, you know, and that's the dude from Heroes, you know. He's always playing superhero stuff. Like I know he does voices in the Avengers Assemble cartoon. But anyway, back to the series. Right. So, where do we start? Right, what a great start. You know, we went straight into the 40s, Second World War, and what do we see? The Howling Commandos with Peggy Carter. Obviously, this is for the spin-off series. Finding Hydra up to no good, hiding the obelisk. She turns up and they catch it and stuff. Mention of Howard Stark, Dum Dum Dugan, the rest of the commandos. And starts going on about, you know, we need an organisation in peacetime that's going to keep an eye on all this stuff. You know, and they need somebody to watch people like Howard Stark. I mean, that was interesting, you know, about what were going on there. So there were mention of the Red Skull and you know, the death of him, you know, and Hydra still going on. Beautiful clip from Captain America Winter Soldier, a helicarrier crashing into the Triskelion. And I thought, what a start! And then suddenly we jump, like, you know, today, and they're under an op mission. Some renegade S.H.I.E.L.D. agents selling information, and in comes the Absorbing Man. Wow, you know, straight away the Absorbing Man. And it all just kicks off. I knew he was absorbed. I thought, you know, he's taking bullets, but as soon as they sent him a diamond, did Hydra, in his secret van or wherever, he kept having little sample stuff where he could absorb all the energy. And I found that, you know, quite interesting. And he touched the diamond. I knew he was the Absorbing Man, so you know, straight onto it. And there were a few hints to stuff as well, you know, like playing out in the series. Coulson's taken a whole new direction with being the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. They sent him on this mission. At first he thought it was for the obelisk, and it wasn't. It was for a Quinjet. That was more important because it had stealth technology, you know, which, you know, he was quite cold-blooded actually with Coulson in this episode. But he is the big man now in the big chair, and he's got complete responsibility of rebuilding S.H.I.E.L.D. You know, Lucy Lawless, you know, great to see her again. You know, she played like some kind of ex-mercenary S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. I've got my suspicions who she's going to be, but I'd rather because I'm not having it, she's not dead. I know at the end of the episode you think she's dead, she's not. I think she'll be back, because it's Lucy Lawless. And but that's me jumping ahead. You know the general, like the new guy in the playground where they're based at, in the new secret sort of place where they're based at. You know, all great. I think Glenn Talbot's going to be made to look like a bit of a dick through the entire series, where they think he's going to catch him, but they're really running circles around him. But Hydra's not destroyed, because when they break into the frequencies, you know, from Ward, you know, Ward, he's down in the cellar doing a Hannibal Lecter behind the glass screen with Sky, or laser barrier, you know, giving them information and playing with her psyche as well. That's going to become extremely interesting, because no doubt he's going to get out. But he's passing on certain Hydra bits to them, and that's like you know, the Hannibal Lecter thing, you know, when he's playing the game and giving them information. So, I mean, you know, they're setting up the groundwork for the future series. I know Bobby Morse is coming to it, Mockingbird. I know she's going to be in it at some point in a couple of episodes, which, you know, I hope to get to review. I know my review's been full of spoilers and we haven't got it in the UK yet. It's going to be a while before it's on here. But when I watched it, I couldn't, you know, I had to watch it and I really, really enjoyed this episode. I just hope the whole series gets to be more like this. Coulson's taken obviously a darker thing now, a darker path. Because the amount of sacrifice by the end of the episode for the mission to get this obelisk and the absorbing man turning up and basically twatting everybody. You know, and Talbot, I mean, he's just a standard line, and, you know, he's just doing his standard job, but they're going to make him look like a mug every week. But the all absorbing man thing, you got a great hint from the comics when he broke this metal chain and ball off this fence, you know, when they were attacking him. And you sort of got a hint, you know, it would have been good to see him use that properly, you know. But, I mean, the effects, excellent, story writing, brilliant. Joss Whedon, you've surpassed yourself again, mate, in this. You know, normally what you like to do is sort of like, you start with a bit of a bang, then you go into a bit of like the, not doldrums, but you like to calm things down for a bit, but you're building to quite a spectacular thing. You did that with Buffy and Angel, which, you know, I stuck with all the time, which I thought were great. But the whole thing of this is the episode Shado. For the first one, I think S.H.I.E.L.D. is, I think it's going to get a lifespan of at least 5 to 7 years. I hope. I think if you can write episodes like tonight's episode, which I just reviewed and watched, you know, and there's several story threads already spreading out into other areas, you know, in this series. So, you know, which I find it tends to do that quite well. So that's really my review for S.H.I.E.L.D. this week. I'm sorry for the spoilers, but you know, you don't have to watch or listen. But I'm going to give it a rating, 5 out of 5 for all of it. 5 out of 5 for story, 5 out of 5 for action, and 5 out of 5 for starting to lay down little threads into the story arc of the whole series. It will be interesting to find out what the obelisk is. I've got an idea, so obviously I took it from the Marvel Comic Universe, of something, I suspect something with it, but I might be too wrong. It's going to be interesting to find out about Coulson. You know what, at the end of last season he was writing all that alien language down on the wall, or formulas or whatever. There were no mention of that this season, this episode. So, you know, obviously I'm looking forward to getting more into that and what's affected him. So, well, 5 out of 5, and I'll see you next week. Next review will be Gotham. You know, it should be interesting. I'm not looking forward to this, but you know, I've got to go with an open mind. Please subscribe to my videos. If you want to debate with me, I'm open to it, whether it be negative or positive. We're all entitled to our opinions, and it will be really good hearing from you. So, until next week, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Episode 2, bring it on. Right, and a little Coulson says bye-bye.